happy readers, my name is Liz and today we're going to do something called BookTube News. So to introduce this whole big new thing that I'm going to do, it's kind of based off of Willa DC's YouTube news, but it's going to be more focused onto booktubers and people who make videos about books. If you make comic book videos every once in a while, we're here for you. If you make videos all the time and you're just discussing different book type things, here for you as well. I was inspired to do this by the chapter chicks in like the Andrew Bravner discussion of Open Letter to YouTube, and they did theirs, the chapter chicks, they did a really lovely one about like the stuff that we run into at, not just as booktubers, but as YouTubers in general, and the awesome things about the book community, which is that's the thing that made me want to do this. Because it would be nice to have a place to just say, hey, these are really good videos that I found this week, and also these are like what people are talking about, like discussion-wise, if we're talking about, you know, gender and YA, to show kind of like what discussions are happening, big tags, if there's just one book that a lot of people actually like or that are discussing, you know, if we all decide to run off and start a commune together. It'd be nice to know those things, you know? And so that's what I'm here for. My mission is to tell you guys about the awesome things that are happening in the community, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we have a lot of community members, and it's not to say that it's not organized, but it's just like, you know, it'd be nice to find out what people are talking about, and like let's say for instance, I think it's called, there's a collab channel, I will put their name up here, but this week they are reviewing covers, which is like a kind of neat thing to do. Is just like, it got me thinking about the covers that I read and the covers that I look at and what makes me buy a book based on the cover. And then you have things like Michael Midnight, who isn't necessarily a booktuber, but he does like comic books type stuff every once in a while and talks about very like geeky things on his channel, and this week he bought a lot of the new DC comics. So if you didn't know, which I found out by Michael Midnight, is that DC Universe rebooted their universe. Yes, that is crazy. I never heard of that happening before. I've heard of like people kind of going off canon with like book series and stuff like that, but comic books is just like, what? I didn't know that could happen. And so it's probably like the first time in history that's happened. If not, there will probably be a lot of comments below saying, you know, Liz, you're wrong. I just want to be able to get people connected, because I see on Twitter quite often, like within the past week, being like, hey, are there any good booktubers out there? I didn't know this, but there are a ton of YA or like book related collab channels. I thought that there was like 2 or 3, but now I know that there's like 10 or zillion of you, which is quite awesome, so keep it going. So I hope this quite long-winded video has helped you understand. If not, we're definitely going to evolve this forward into something quite awesome. I tried to check and see if anybody else is doing anything like this, any kind of YouTube. I mean, like, Will of DC is doing YouTube news, but that's kind of like overall and like a lot of top 100 type things. And no, I'm not going to do winners and losers, but I just want to do something like that for the book community. That would be awesome. So I hope you have a great day. If you have questions, leave them below. If you have comments, if you say yeah. But yeah, I hope you have a great weekend and keep reading.